So today I'm very happy to be here to share with you guys the newest updates in Unity Ads. And today's topic will be about optimizing your player engagement and lifetime value with the keyword personalization. Okay, in Unity, we always believe in the framework that you should always place player delight at the center of everything you do. So you guys, as game developers, you use your awesome skills to develop an awesome game, and then make use of services like analytics to engage your players, and services like Unity Ads to monetize your players, so that you have more resources to continue to play, create more game, and to continue the loop. So the key here is that none of these will exist, and none of these will flow fluently if you don't put player delight at the center of attention. So how are we going to focus on player delight? We believe that LTV, player lifetime value, is the best metric to do optimization. And when I'm talking about LTV, I'm actually referring to user engagement and monetization. Well, I've talked with a lot of game developers before, and I find that a lot of them are struggling between engagement and monetization, thinking that, okay, there is a trade-off that if you want to engage more of your players, probably you have to sacrifice a little bit of your monetization value. But this is not what we are trying to do here. What we are trying to do is to actually find a balance between these two. Okay, so how are we going to do this? First, you need to understand your entire user loop. From the very beginning, your user get acquired and start playing your game and grow in your game, connect and compete with each other. So you, as the developer, can actually make use of services like Unity-ANZSEA to understand the interaction of each of your players' a response with each of the stage. So let's say you can see where are your players actually dropping out of your game, where are they stay for the longest session time, and where are they stuck at. So you can actually analyze each of the stage behavior of your users so that you can find out where the problem actually lies and where are the potential opportunities are for you to do the LTV optimization. So just to give a very simple and quick example, let's say Candy Crush, and you know there are many different levels. So if you realize that, okay, a huge group of my users usually get stuck at level 50, then you also know that, okay, a lot of my users are not willing to pay anything like power-ups or energy or lives in order to pass through level 50. Then you can actually make use of a rewarded video ads so that your players actually have the choice to watch a video to get some power-ups, then he can just pass through level 50 and continue to play in your game. So that's one of the example I want to talk about to find out where the potential opportunity actually lies and to optimize your LTV. Before I go into more details, let's see what Unity Ads have done in the past years. So we have mediation in the market, but one of the challenge of all ads mediation is that they only allow different ad networks to bid on your ad space with historical data. So that means everybody is actually bidding blindly for your ad space. And the highest bidder not actually always win for your ad impression. And that is why last year, Unity, we introduced Unified Auction, which is an open, fair marketplace. It's transparent for every ad providers. Please have a seat. Yeah. For every ad providers to bid on your ad space in real time so that we can ensure the highest bidder always win your ad impression. So that means for you, game developers, you get to maximize your ads revenue. So here you can see that mediation and unified auction, They are actually both here to address this question, how are we going to maximize your ads revenue, right? But what about your IAP revenue? And therefore, we were thinking, is it possible that we can create something that can help you to maximize not only your ads revenue, but also your IAP revenue? And therefore, we created this solution called Personalized Placements. So what is a personalized placements? It actually have two different formats. It's either rewarded or non-rewarded. And to put it very simply, it's a combination of the normal game video ads and in-app purchase promotion ads. And also there will be cross-promotion ads added into the picture. So I believe that a lot of you are already familiar with what a normal game video ad is. So something like a rewarded video ads, your player can watch a video and then get some form of rewards in the game. So that's normal game ads. Then for IAP promotion ads, I want to explain to you what Unity's in-app purchase promotion ads actually do for you. Okay. So here you can see, I believe many of you have already seen it before. You see it in other games, or you have also created your own IAP promo before. Developers use it as progression unlock, or give a targeted discount, or do some seasonal sale, or platform targeting, etc., to promote their own in-app purchase items. But the challenge here is that, well, to create your own IAP promo campaigns, it takes a lot of engineering hours. It takes a lot of time. So Unity actually want to solve this problem for you. And that is why we created this solution called IAP promotion. So it's also within Unity Ads dashboard, and it's totally free to use. You can see it here under each project, under Monetization tab. You can configure your own IAP promotion on the dashboard itself. You see the blue button on the top right-hand corner. You can create your new IAP promo campaigns. Then you can decide, okay, where do you want to show the IAP promotion, at which level, at which stage, and to give what kind of offer. And also you can do a scheduling, like when do you want to start the promotion and when do you want the promotion to end, things like that. You can do everything on the dashboard itself, okay? And after you integrate everything, you can also find the reporting here under the reporting section. And we will give you data and statistics like, okay, whether this IAP promotion actually worked for your game, and what's the retention, and how much IAP you actually earned from this particular promotion, so that you can decide whether you need to keep that promotion or to cancel it. Okay, so for IAP promo, the benefits is that, well, definitely you don't have to hard code everything yourself. We provide a full server-side controls. And also, I believe this is especially true for medium to smaller size studios, for indie developers, or when you are going to launch a new game. Probably you don't have sufficient DAUs or sample size to do a significant A/B testing. So now what you can do is that Unity will be able to provide you the data. We actually have around 1.8 billion of devices playing Unity game every single day, and 1.3 billion of players playing Unity games globally. So now you can actually leverage on the amount of data that Unity have to help you to make the right decision to show the most accurate ad to your players. And as I mentioned, it's totally free to use and very simple to set it up. Okay, so after I explained what Unity's IAP promotion ads does, let's come back to personalized placements. So let me explain to you in what is it going to look like in real life cases. Okay, so for personalized placement, let's say there is a user going into your game. but you have no idea who that player is and what is he or she going to do in your game. How are you going to monetize that particular player? So let's say me, Lenna, I am a frequent payer. I usually pay for $100 per month for RPG. So definitely I should be considered as a frequent purchaser of mobile game IAP services, right? So Unity knows about my behavior. So this time I enter into your game, which is also an RPG. And so with personalized placement integrated in your game, Unity ads will show me more frequent and IAP promotion ads instead of a game ads, because the probability of me making an IAP purchase is much higher than the rest of the players who don't pay anything. However, in other cases, like let's say my colleague, I think he only spent like $6 in total for his 30 years of life in any mobile games that he played before. So for this kind of players, definitely you don't want to show him so much IAP promo ads, because definitely he's not going to make any purchase. So for this type of users, with personalized placements, we will show him more frequent normal game ads instead of an IAP promo. Okay, so that is how personalized placements is going to be like in real life. And a very simple flow chart. A user go into your game. Historically, everybody bid based on CPM model. But the result can be horrible because it might just show him or her an irrelevant ad that he's not interested at all. And that may cause your user to leave your game completely, so that in the long term, you will realize that you actually lost that particular player's lifetime value forever. So now, what Unity ads want to do is we want to bid based on LTV, so that we can always show the most relevant ad to that particular player based on his or her purchase past behavior. Okay. So now, in a lot of, like for example, in Unified Auction, you can always see this type of ads, brand ads or game performance ads or other type of install ads. And everybody bid in the auction and the highest bidder wins. But what Unity is trying to do now is to get IAP promotion ads into the picture, so that we can help you to take care of not only your ads revenue, but also your IAP revenue. Okay, so all these different type of ads will bid at the same time based on LTV. And we will always ensure that the highest, the most rewarding ad will be shown to your ad impression, in your game. Okay, now I want to make a very bold statement that all of the above I mentioned is only possible with Unity. First of all, we are definitely the leading mobile game engine, and I believe that's one of the reasons you're here today. Okay, as I mentioned, we are very abundant in data. We are able to provide you the ecosystem to help you to make the right decision, to show the right ad to the right user. And secondly, if you have ever used any of the Unity services before, no matter it's ads or analytics or IAP, you may have realized that we always try to make everything as simple as possible. We always want to give you a very easy integration process. It's always just a flip of switch integration, and with a few simple line of codes, then you are good to go. And last but not the least, we always try to help you to ensure that you focus on lifetime value instead of short-term value. Because let's say you have a $5 ad and a $6 ad in front of you, and a lot of people will just take that $6 ad. But it's just rewarding in short term. What if Unity tell you that, okay, that $6 ad will cause your player to leave your game forever? So that actually, in fact, in long term, you should have take that $5 ad, because that ad may interest your player more and that player stay in your game and continue to interact in your game, and maybe he will make more IAP purchases so that you can increase your retention rate, and at the same time you get to win more player lifetime value in the long term. So now I want to show you an example of how personalized placement is going to look like in your real game. Hey, where is it? Okay. Let me drag this thing. Okay. You can see here, player click watch video. So instead of seeing a normal game ad, what they can actually see is an IP promotion ad. So this one would be more relevant for those who are people like me, who are frequent payer of a mobile game. Okay, so if they're interested to buy any items from the ad that they see, they can actually do that. And if they are not interested, they can just close the ad and get the reward from watching the video. It will be just a very short video, like this, okay? So, let me come back to the slide. Okay. So we have done some case studies in real life with other studios. So this one is with Max Games. And they actually have integrated all of their games with our personalized placements. And all of their games have seen a positive uplift across all different categories of games, and up to 15% of total revenue lift after they integrated. So one thing I want to mention here is that Max Games is just a four-man team studio. It might relate to some of you here if you have a relatively smaller size group. So this group of people, they definitely don't have enough human resources, enough time to do everything by themselves. And that is why by adopting Unity's full stack solution would be the best method for them to do optimization on the monetization of their games. Okay, and also we have tested with Space Ape Games. They went with Unity-ANZSEA exclusively, and they've seen a 30% of uplift in ads revenue per daily active user. And for Max Games, as I mentioned, after the integrated IAP promotion, they've seen a 24% of IAP revenue lift. And on a platform level, for those who have integrated personalized placements before, we've seen up to 15% of total revenue lift. So as you can see here, the unification of all of these different services actually can give you the highest uplift in terms of revenue and retention. Okay, so just to sum up everything, it's never just about short-term revenue. What we are trying to do here is to deliver each player the most meaningful experience to help you to drive a higher LTV. And that is why we are working very hard to create services, to create products and solutions that can help you guys, game developers, to succeed. Okay, last but not the least, as I mentioned about cross-promotion just now, it's still in beta. It will come out soon to public. So cross-promotion, as the name suggests, it's the promotion ad for you to cross-promote your own games in your own games. And this will help to optimize your revenue across your entire portfolio. And same as IAP promotion ads, is totally free to use, and it's very simple to set it up. It's on the dashboard as well. You can always check it out yourself. Okay, that's the end of my presentation, and thank you very much.